This tournament is run by Gchess.com. So it is a website we've been developing to help you improve your chess. You can even practice. You can test your games afterwards, see how they get on with our algorithms on Gchess. And yeah, it could be a third account, David. It could well be a third account. Okay, and we're in. So obviously, I need to just adjust my my settings so you can see the board without getting timed out. This is going to be a challenge and a half, and I'm trying to do that now. And I've got 6 seconds to play a move. Oh, and he has berserked, but I'm commentating, so I'm going to get this here, and you'd probably quite like to know the score, wouldn't you? So that's why I'm not berserking, because I'm just making some changes to the score so you can see what is happening. So let me just do this, and we get the clock times here. Just need to capture that, and we can whack that there, and hopefully that all looks very, very nice. Does that look nice? Can you see the scores? It's a bit small, but you're gonna have to, you can squint. There you go, that's the scores. Okay, let's play some chess. So this is the third one of these tournaments. I did manage to win the first one, I think, didn't I? Oh, that's not a good move. But I didn't play the second one. So far, I'm claiming 100% record in this. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not David Howe playing, because David Howe doesn't play this opening as, well, I don't need to do that, as white. And the opening that my opponent's playing here as white, I don't think it's very challenging for the Dutch. I think this is, and this is probably, I don't think this is a great move from my opponent either. Well, maybe, okay, maybe my last move was even worse though. So, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm just allowing him to play b4. I thought I could go a5, but we're getting our little warm-up in. And, well, I don't know, this position looks fairly okay. I can try to pressurize on the c file, and he can try to pressurize here. So let's go here with the idea of defending this one. My knight's not very good, but I also want to start attacking. Should we do that now? Let's try that move. I probably want to put my knight on f8. I really want to take with a rook here, but I'm going to have to come back again, aren't I, because of the d6 pawn. Do I have any chances against my opponent's king? Well, I can't really see any. I can move over here, but I don't really see how that helps me. Now, let's just try to line him up for the time being. And he's threatening a couple of things here, isn't he? So I'm walked into that one as he's threatening these two. And I saw that a minute ago, but I've totally forgotten about it now. I always play crap in the first game. So we can try this with the idea of taking here. I mean, this is probably all right for me. I must have some. I'm going for his king, as we always go. And I've got a beer, more importantly. Cheers! Cheers to the beer! Cheers! And let's just try to checkmate him. None of this messing about. Checkmate ends the game, doesn't it? I'm not worried about the middle of the board. I'm going to try to come straight for his king. Kill the king, they say. Kill the king. And is he defending here? Is he really defending? I don't believe it. I don't believe he can be defending this. This move looks very strong. But then he goes queen here. Check, he runs to the hills. I don't believe this though. Do we get another piece in? But then he comes here. He can't be defending this. What about this calm move? Just to, because I can't think what else to do. And I've got to be a little bit careful about my back rank, haven't I? Not sure if I'm doing this the right way. And his queen has now got a good defensive position. So whatever I did there, it wasn't very clever. Okay, he's keeping the queens on. That surprises me somewhat. And he's trying to defend with everything he's got here. And this is certainly not as good as it was. But he's only got 14 seconds. And I've fallen for a bloody trick. So, oh dear. But okay, let's see if we can time him out somehow. We've got to go for this pawn. And use our A pawn. We've got 2 wing pawns here. Should be pretty good. And is this winning? Well, if he wanted to draw this one, he should have not done the... He didn't even offer a draw. We'll take the win. You know, better to win dirty than to win good, right? Better to win dirty than win good. Okay, so I probably missed a win there somewhere along the lines, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. So I'm going to just change a couple more things. So I'm going to get how long the tournament runs for, so we can see, so you can see that as well. So let's put this up there somewhere and do a little bit of adjusting. But I must have had some strong checkmate attack there, right? It looked really good for me, but I didn't play it as well as I could have. And we'll get in with a second game shortly. So hello to everyone in the chat anyway. So I'm enjoying a Henry Weston cider. He looks pretty chilled out there, doesn't he? So we're doing that. First beer of the day. So cheers, thank you very much. And how are you all doing? So hello to Aldo. Aldo, you want me to go E4, E5 today? All right, Aldo, I'll give it a go, mate. Mayor Pant, hello there. Hope you're doing well. World Amateur Champion, a legend. And hello to everyone else who's watching. Now, as I say, you can play in the tournament. It's a Gchess tournament. It'd be great if you could check out this website. We're trying to get people interested in it. There's a lot of free stuff there you can use. And there's a lot of like stuff, if you want to, if you have a little bit extra money, then you will get access to lots and lots of very, very cool things. Okay, let's do this, what's it called? Quick things, shall we? Thank you to anyone who is alert box. I need to move that up. Who is subscribing or anything along those lines. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor Pants, and thank you, Steak and Ale Pie. I love a steak and ale pie. I do love a steak and ale pie. Who doesn't like a steak and ale pie? You know, you have to be mad not to like a steak and ale pie. Okay, I've got to move a little bit quicker. I'm annoyed though because my little time box up here is, oh god, which one is it? There it is. Let's get rid of that. Let's get on my nerves. Anyway, I'm gonna try and enjoy this. Oh, Mayor Pants, you can come and join the tournament. It doesn't matter if you play me, even if I win, which I don't. You know, I'm very good at losing. I'm very good at losing, Mayor Pants. So and I probably pronounced your name really badly, so I apologise for that as well. But it doesn't matter how you get on. It's all a bit of fun. It's a 2-hour tournament. You don't have to play the whole time, but just come and have a little go. And back to the game. So I'm playing in 1882. I've only got 1 minute left here, so I'm so slow. I shouldn't be what you call it, guillotining it up. Don't even know what you call it. But at least my position seems quite straightforward. And when I say straightforward, this bishop is such a great piece in these kind of structures compared to my opponent's bishop there. That bishop is stuck behind its pawns. And on the other hand, this bishop can be pretty damn awesome. And my opponent has just given up a pawn now, which is a little bit surprising. And I might trying just to checkmate him because my time's running out, so I'm still using this piece here, and I'm thinking now I need to get another piece around to have good chances of that. So the typical rook swinger seems pretty okay, pretty. I might have I got, oh, I was going to say I nearly have time for a swig of beer. Now my opponent can exchange queens off here, but I am a pawn up. Not just that, but my opponent can't develop on the d file. So sometimes you have to play endings, and don't know about this move because it probably helps my opponent play a good move. Yeah, okay, that was a bad move I played. So we're going to have a rook and pawn ending. And I'm going to be 2 pawns up because this rook is now very good. I've got the open file, so it should be winning. But do I have enough time? And time isn't... hopefully I have enough time. I need to get the Hoover out. Hoover these guys up. So let's do that one. Pass pawn. Needs pushing. I'll probably try to get my rook behind this guy at some point. Stabilize. This pawn's a little bit weak now. Maybe I can try to come to that. Thinking out loud, of course. Let's make my king an escape square. Maybe put my rook here. That's a good square for the rook. And just ram it down the board. That seems like a very logical way to play. Okay, my opponent's trying to come in on the back rank. But I can escape that one pretty easily. And now I'm ready to push. Got to be a bit careful my opponent doubling on the 7th rank. I think I have rook here. Am I worried about that move? G4? No. I'm going to just push the C pawn. And I've got rook F3 to defend F2 if my opponent comes and if my opponent does this, which my opponent has now done. But this was what I had planned, and now here it comes, the C pawn. Okay, so my opponent actually defended well there. I missed this move, winning my pawn. And this is going to be very hard to win now. Oh, I don't know what my opponent did there. That wasn't the best move. This is obviously a win, but maybe not with the time I have. Okay. So my opponent's going to be in Zugzwang very soon. Has to move his rook. And then he can't play like this. This is not going to work. And that is mate. Whoa. Oh, it's hard work though, isn't it? Very hard work. Okay, well, again, hello to everyone who's playing. This tournament is for another hour and 48. So you've got loads of time. There is the link to play. There's 92 players now, which is fantastic. And it's all a bit of fun. You may well get a chance to play me. And it's the 3rd Gchess tournament. I've talked a lot about Gchess already, so I won't bore you with it anymore. I'll have a little chat about Gchess if I'm not too drunk at the end of the broadcast. But I shouldn't be too drunk. I don't really. The problem is when I'm doing these streams, I don't really have time to drink. It's a disaster, you know. I want to have a little drink. And actually, the guy I lost to in round 1 is now first. Look at this. So you can see the scores here. Sign in. Okay, let's try to get a couple more games in because I do want to win this tournament, of course. And I'm in 3rd place at the moment. But I think for me, more importantly, I can see that a lot of people, their strategy is to just berserk and try to win as many games as they can. But they're happy to lose some games. Now, my strategy, I'm not that bothered about berserking because this game I'm going to have a sip of beer. So I'm not going to berserk because now I've got the luxury of an extra 1.5 minutes to enjoy this fantastic cider on a nice summery day. Oh yeah. Doesn't that taste good? Oh, my opponent's played a good move here. I talked about this move yesterday in my Title Tuesday stream, and this is actually a very good idea against G6. I played G6 prematurely here, and my opponent played this move very quickly, but he should have played his knight into E5. I mean, this position is still, it looks very suspect to me. It looks like these pawns should crack, but I think a much scarier move is bringing the knight in there. So actually, my setup is not great. Now, he wants to play E4, so we should always try to stop our opponent's plans. Let's block that move, up. Julie, I can't pronounce the name. Simon, will you analyse your games at YouTube of your last over the board tournament? Yeah, I was planning to do that. Why can't you have an easier name to pronounce in the Twitch chat? Julie G. Can I just call you Gigi? Jai? I can't even pronounce it. Yeah, I'm planning to. I do want to have a look at them on YouTube at some point. It's just finding the time, you know. I need to get a spare day where I can look at all the games I played in the Reykjavik Open, and I will put them on my YouTube channel. I'm a little bit scared about my position, but I'm hoping I get 2 moves in and get castled here. So my opponent now has ideas of bringing the knight in and taking here. So I'm going to go here, which covers that square for my knight's intrusion and covers my knight. And I'm not sure my opponent needed to play that. Now I can play this and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable because I have time to castle. And I feel when I castle, I'm going to be absolutely okay. Okay, Bjorn, I don't know if Hal can do that, but hopefully people who want to play are able to play still. Why did I do that? I was talking to Bjorn. Stop talking, Bjorn. You're putting me off. It's nothing to do with my play. So I'm worried about pawn takes knight here, but luckily, I say luckily. Good players are always lucky. And I'm not even sure I'm a good player, but I'm a player. I will take that pawn. Okay, let's take that now. And I'm not sure now. This is a really weird position, right? He can't move the knight because of his rook. Hello, I said you can't move the knight. You can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just not, it doesn't work. And he moves the knight. But this must be very good for me. I mean, his knight can come back now with some ideas here. And I can even go bishop d6, but I'm actually thinking I might want to sacrifice here to try and have some fun myself, open up lines. Okay, I can definitely do that now. His idea is to bring the queen over here and checkmate me, but I get my little blow in first. If he takes, he's in a skewer. Is that what it's called? A pin? I think it's a skewer, or is it a pin? It's a pin. I get them confused. And he hasn't got many pieces left here. Does he realise he's heavily running out of pieces here? I mean, okay, so now just some bishop moves should be good. Is there a checkmate? I can come this way and swap the queens. That's easily winning. There's no point. Okay, but I can. Which square do I go with this bishop? I think this is okay. And I've seen that I have this just to stop, but he hasn't even got any threats. And I've even got bishop here coming. So it's one of those positions where there deserves to be a checkmate. So I'm going to keep attacking. I don't think I'm... And now let's get rid of that defender there. Bring my queen back in. And I should be able to do this all with checks. This is his only move. But now I take here. And next move my rook comes in. And that's going to be checkmate on the next one. With this one. No pieces left, unfortunately. Good. Well, I still didn't drink much there. Where are we in the tournament? So we're still second place behind this guy who's just like the top seed. I don't know who the guy is. Kit. I don't even know where he's from. And he's playing Oddbjorn. I mean, bloody hell. Give this guy a tough game. And he plays the main program at GingerGM, Oddbjorn. And yeah, he's going to win that one. He's going to win that one. No offense to Oddbjorn, but I've played Oddbjorn a couple of times. Oddbjorn's a good player. He's too busy programming Gchess to do anything. Bra size says like a lorry running over a pedestrian at the end of that game. Well, that's quite a nice way to put it, I guess. I think, yeah. I mean, it's good to be a lorry. Wouldn't be the first time I've been called a lorry. Probably not the last. Okay, so I'm playing the hippo, and I mean it's not a brilliant opening, but it's very easy to play, and the strategy generally is to wait until you see where their king goes. You meet any pawn push with the opposite push to keep the center closed. So here I can also take here first, which seems quite attractive, but then he has this pawn break, so I'm just going to push. So I want to keep the center closed, and in a closed position it's very hard to attack me, and now that it's closed I'm going to try and attack my opponent on the queen side. So maybe I can bring my other knight around, or I like that, I've got an open file towards my opponent's king. That looks quite juicy, so I'm going to put the rook there. I can try to target this one, but I need more pieces. I need more pieces to get this attack to work. So this bishop should come round. My opponent is also playing well with the idea of moving the pawn here. So do I stop that one? Do I let it happen? I think I let it. Let's just let it happen. Let's not worry about it too much. And now this move looks natural, but after the bishop comes back, he's going to kick my knight. So this could be a better square. I'm not sure. And if he takes here, I mean, even swapping the queens is all right. Okay, so this is a very aggressive move. But I can castle. I think I'm just taking a lot of his pawns here. He's playing like an absolute bloody lunatic, this guy. I mean, this guy is like this guy is just I mean, you thought I was a lunatic. This guy is lunatic number 1. He's nearly on the sectioned list of lunatics, but I should be all right here, surely. Surely. Okay, now g3. I just got to keep my king closed, and I mean, okay. Okay. This one's coming in. Do I go here and try to start a counter attack? I don't really know where that one's going. Do I reroute the bishop? Let's do that. The reason I want to do this, a little bit defensive, but also I don't like just sitting around and defending. So I'm okay. So yeah, you know, this move was a little bit worrying. I mean, I might even just give the exchange back. I don't really, you know, I'll just give the exchange back because I think I prefer it. Okay, he doesn't even want it. So the idea was I was going to go here and just take this one back and then hope to come in the attack. But he probably should have taken my rook. You know, why not take my rook? And now I can certainly have some fun in myself. c5, a big move. There's not really any threats to my king. He needs to get his queen over here. And even then, my bishop is such a good defender, my dark square bishop. So I want to keep that bishop on the board here to be on the safe side. And I think I mean, I only got 2 pieces attacking, so I need to get more pieces in. So I think my main threat is c5. Try to undermine the knight. Yeah, Bjorn, he's a good player, that guy. The problem is, Bjorn, I'm not actually really thinking I'm going to win this competition because I'm too slow. But my aim is to win every game. So that's my aim. I'm just going to try to win every game and try to win the competition. I'm a little bit competitive as well. Of course I want to win the bloody competition. Of course I bloody do. Okay, so we got this move in, and now my position, I have to say, is looking pretty fantastic, right? As long as I don't allow the queen over here, which I've done. Okay, don't panic. This guy is so aggressive, isn't he? I didn't see his idea. I've got to make my king an escape square. Should be okay, because again, that bishop is a great defender, and hopefully I can have some fun soon. You know, let me attack you, man. Hopefully. So what can my opponent do? I'm going to take here. He can't checkmate me with these 2 pieces. Yeah, this is fine. So he's playing like an absolute loony. Okay, now I'm surely going to have some fun now. You can't have all the fun. Now, do I do the flash move or do I do the calm move? Don't do the flash move because he will take your rook with check. Just take the knight and keep it calm. This move, though, is a little bit annoying. And I might have to sort of defend his king, though. What's he doing with his king? If he takes here, pawn on check looks very scary. And it looks like his king is under more pressure than mine. And I do have that extra piece. So, I mean, I think he should have tried this one at least. Get rid of one of the defenders of my king. These 2 bishops defending my king. You can try to get rid of one of them. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we're moving up with 3rd place. But this guy is crushing it by... I might have to guillotine it some of the games. So, let's see. We've got an hour and a half of the tournament left. Let's see who we can play next. I might have to play the guy in first again and win again. That might be the only way I can do it. So my combination of drinks today is cider and also Lucozade, which is probably not a very good combination. It's called the Heart Attack. I do love this stuff. This is like a drink I've always enjoyed. Okay, I have to guillotine here if we're going to win the tournament, because it's like sugar energy drink. Not good for you at all, but you know, what the hell. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's go A3. This move's quite fun. And this is a really bad system, actually. And now we're going to do a weird Mora gambit when I've played these two completely irrelevant moves. My opponent doesn't want it. And I have quite a happy centre now. Now, if I move my knight here, he's going to pin it. So I feel like this square is where my knight wants to go. But I need to figure this bishop. I did want to put it there, but okay, I've got to watch out for d5 if my bishop goes there. If he does that, I just take it. So I think this is the most aggressive square. And then I can make it look like the move a3 makes sense, because I can put the bishop back on a2, where it's a little assassin. Oh wow, my opponent's doing this. Was that wise? Because now he can't castle. That's quite a strange idea from my opponent. Might be okay, but where's he going to put his king? And I'm going to continue developing, and I'm going to try to open up the center when I've developed my whole army. So my position looks quite harmonious. Do I go king side or queen side? Let's go queen side here. And if he castles, can I take this one? Let's find out. Let's find out. It's just started to piss down raining outside, and I can hear cats running. Okay, so I'm a pawn up, but I've only got a minute. And this looks like a very nice position though, doesn't it? I'm going to try to just take over the open file. I'll probably try to use my center, like I said before, consolidate that one. So let's start with this. My bishop stops his knight doing too much damage, but his last move was clever. I'm going to get out the way because I don't want his knight coming in, so I want to at least be able to swap that off. And now, well, I don't know about this move actually. He's done this move. This was a very clever move that my opponent played, putting the knight there. That was a good move, and I think I should actually just try to get to an ending now with my extra pawn. So I'm going to try to swap off the rook, swap off the queens, or if he doesn't want to swap, I'll just use the open file. This is a very he's okay. He's let me walk into it. This is I was going to say a very nice knight, which is looking very strong now. But oh no, that was a mouse slip. Oh dear. Oh, that was just, I'm just playing around with it. I meant to play knight there, and I dragged the rook instead. Of course, I wouldn't just give my pawn up there. He didn't take it. He could have just won. He could have just won a pawn back and got rid of my very nice knight. So I'm not sure. He had a little bit too much faith in me there, and you really don't need to have faith in me. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. Don't have faith. If I offer you a pawn, don't believe it. Don't believe it. I'm probably bluffing. So and now I've got to be careful of his queen trying to get into the position actually. So my last move was bad, and he's opened up a square. And let's try to go for his king, because these two, you know, moving pawns in front of your king can be risky. But I need, okay, but where's my knight going to travel to? I haven't got any time here. No time at all. Okay, got to move quick. Let's forget about anything else. I think b4. I don't want his bishop coming out. Is he going to take that? Maybe. 24 seconds. Not a lot of time. And my knight is just not really doing much at all here. How can I get that knight around? c3? Okay. Oh shit. Okay, got this one. And just got to push this pawn now. My king is surprisingly safe. This is actually a very good defensive setup. A knight on c2 or f2 with the king next to it is surprisingly hard to check, because the knight covers so many squares that the queen would like to get into. So actually, just about okay. Where are we now? We're in first. Stop the tournament now. Stop the tournament. Oof. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be happy if they stopped it now. This is, you can still play, by the way. There's still, we're only half an hour into the tournament. There's an hour and a half left in the competition, so you can come and play. Not a worry. Now, do I have more cider or Lucasade? This is the big question. I think cider sounds more fun. Let's go for the cider, shall we? I'm really liking my cider nowadays. I used to be a beer drinker, but then down one of my local pubs they started selling this cider, and I started drinking it because it's kind of like loads of interesting English ciders from the West Country, the west of England, and I started drinking these ciders, and I'm like, yeah, these ciders, they're nice. They're very sweet, because beer gets a bit of a struggle, doesn't it, when you know, chugging it down. So ciders. Now, I see that someone. Okay, you want a Jabava London, do you? Okay, I'm not gonna bullet or guillotine this game, because I'm gonna enjoy some more of this. But I'll get, if you want a Jabava London, well, I can't really do a Jabava London against that, unfortunately. I'll try, but I'm gonna have to go e4 and play this way. Now, a little idea I do against these kind of openings is this setup with a bishop here and the knight coming to g3. And I also do this often against when people play the black line against me. I think it's actually a very safe way of playing. It gives white space advantage because of the kingside pawns, and not just a space advantage, but also easy development. So the knight has a great future coming in here when I've castled. Oh, it's my move. I didn't even realise it's mine. I didn't even realise he'd moved there. God dear. I should keep more idea on what's going on. Would I play like this in a slow play tournament as well? Says Mux. Well, hopefully I'd play better than this in a slow play tournament. I mean, when you say like this, I'd probably play in the same style, because I think most chess players have a style they generally play in. I'd probably play... I mean, I have played like... You mean my last opening? I have played like that against Grandmasters and slow play tournaments as well. So the answer is yes. I do play a lot of different kind of styles, but they're normally very aggressive. VO Latic, I swear you just play like a maniac. Yeah, funnily enough, you're not the first person who said that. A refined maniac, I would like to say. I don't know if it is refined or not, but you're probably right. A little bit maniacic. Is that a word? Maniacic. Mania. Like a maniac. Can we do this? Oh, fuck it. Excuse my French. Now that you've mentioned the word maniac, I just have to sack a piece here. There's no two ways about it, because I'm going to get 2 pawns, and the knight and queen are great attackers, and I also have my rook probably coming into f7. So it looks. Oh, you can't do that. You can't be serious, mate. You cannot be serious. Now, rook f5 is flash, but something like e5, trying to bring another piece into your attack. Come on, man. Have some respect for your poor king. Your poor king can't come up the board. Who the hell does he think he is? Now, he's got to play f5 here, but I don't believe his king can survive this. Surely not. You can't survive this, can you, king? What's that I hear you say? No, you can't. Okay, so wow, pawn takes looks great. Let's just open that king up as much as we can here, as much as we can. If he goes d5, I would have gone queen d3 check, and now I can get my piece back. Actually, you know, now I've played that move, I'm thinking maybe I should have taken there first, but this is probably also very good. And if he goes king here, okay. Now I can take that one, but it's a little bit boring, right? Let's play this instead. This looks like more fun. This looks more fun. Why take a rook? Why take a knight when you could take a rook? And these pawns are motoring. I mean, oh, but I also have this check. King here. Do I have a follow-up? Oh, this is so tempting though, isn't it? But then he goes knight takes pawn, and he might win that little pawn. So check, king here, queen f7, takes, queen takes. Must be winning. It's a bit boring, but it is winning. So this is probably the best way to win, bringing the queen in like this. But I'd love to get this move to work. Knight takes, rook takes. Ah, hang on a minute. Here, knight. Okay, they're probably winning, but this. Okay, let's not try to be too flash. If there's a win, there's a win. And I think this is the simplest way to win, because I can't see any good way of stopping her. Queen g3. I see someone in the chat. Votek is saying, well, Votek against queen g3 has knight g5, so that the game goes on. Now, what should I get? A rook? Oh, I've got auto promote to a queen on. I would like to have got a rook there, and if he takes there, I actually go queen g7 checkmate again. So I see we have a new player in first place. How do you pronounce that name? Ali Hajar Alta Kwafi. Is that okay? He's still playing. He's still playing, is he? I mean, you can still play, but you're not going to have many pieces left. So we'll take that to start with, and I think we'll take his queen next. Win like Flynn. Yeah, win like Flynn, or I prefer in like Flynn. Errol Flynn. Are we back in first yet? That's where we belong. That's where we belong. I've got to save Gchess some money. You know, if I don't win the tournament, then we have to give away prizes, and that's not good. We're actually thinking next week, next Wednesday, we might make it a money tournament. He's doing that. I'm not going to bother to do that because I'm talking and drinking. If he beats me like this, it'll be embarrassing, but so what? So we're thinking about introducing like some prize money, which I would be really up for doing in 99% of cases. But the only thing that puts me off bringing prize money into it is that's British. Okay, now why did he go there? I can just win a pawn. That's strange. I went queen there to stop that move. Is cheating, and I would have to have some cheating things in place, and it's kind of amazing how many people do actually cheat when they play. Not a good idea, says Aldo. Yeah, that's what cut. But the thing is, Aldo, if you do put prizes in, then Gchess kind of advertise it. So it's like, you know, and that's what we want to do it for, you know, to get some advertisement. But I do agree with you. It sounds quite dodgy. Have I given the pawn back? I have. Okay. Well, you can have the pawn back. Let's even it up. He didn't want the pawn. Why didn't he want my pawn? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with my pawn? What have you got against my pawn? And I mean, you shouldn't. You know, you should have a little bit of respect against grandmasters, and trying to well, I call it guillotine, don't I? Try to, like, half the time against a grandmaster gamble box. You know, you should have a little bit more respect, I feel. I'm bloody grandmaster. What was that? What was that Gatakamsky? Excellent and funny thing he said. I'm a fucking legend. What was that? Is that what he said? That's it. Yeah. Pantera, good band. Everyone loves. Well, I like a bit of Pantera. I'm a fucking legend. that was a classic statement. Okay, what am I doing here? Well, I'm just. I was going to say winning a piece, but I'm not. And have I let him back in? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I thought I was winning a piece, hence why I played this way, but I'm not. But I think I'm better because my pawns seem more mobile. Am I better here? I'm not even sure I'm better, actually. Not even sure I'm better. Am I better in this position? I need to get my king to a safer place. It's not happy on the back rank. So let's let's move it. And I don't know, this is a weird position, right? Weird position. Okay. Now, clearly this was my idea, but does it work? Right, so I've won a pawn. But my opponent's playing very well. His king is active, and yeah, I'm not sure who's better here. Maybe my opponent is better, actually. So, because I haven't really got a plan here, so I'm not happy the way I played this one. And I'm trying to think how I can get my pawns moving, but it's not easy. All right, I don't really feel I should be coming towards the center, but what else to do? And he's got check again. I've played this ending ferociously. I played it really badly, really badly, and I'm not playing much better here, am I? Jesus, this is terrible. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm actually going to lose to someone who's bulleted, which is really embarrassing. And I played this, oh no, such a winning position I had. And I've just absolutely thrown this ending away. So, well done to my opponent. He did do me in. Congratulations. If that happens again, I'm gonna have to do it back. But that was such a bad game for me, wasn't it? Completely winning and just suddenly played very bad in the middle there. So we're gonna have to. Well, my aim wasn't to lose a game, but that's happened now. So we're gonna have to pick up now. We're in second place there. Hopefully we get another game against that guy, but maybe we will now have to play some games where we speed up the pace. So let's do that. So Trompowsky, I'm enjoying playing this opening as white. It's a lot of fun. You get some very exciting positions, and there's not a lot of theory in the Trompowsky. This particular line I think is very promising for white. It becomes a little bit of a race, a pawn storm, but I feel like white's pawn storms should be quite a long way ahead, because I'm already opening up his king now. This is a good defender, but we've got other areas to attack here. And yeah, one thing I will mention, I mean, like, you know, just on the topic of cheating, as we brought it up, we do always check before giving out any prizes if there's even a potential of anyone in this tournament cheating, because we've had that before in a GingerGM tournament, and it's really bad because they kind of ruin the tournament for everyone else. But not just that, there's not much you can do in the way of punishment. And I thought about this a lot. You know, people, you know, one of the reasons I think people cheat online is that there's no real punishment, and none of the chess sites are really doing too much about it. I know they've done stuff, but like, for example, I know people have been caught out cheating, and they've just started another account like a day or two later, and they're the same people because they've got the same details. And it's like, well, you know, if you're not going to have any way to stop people cheating, then they're going to keep doing it, and it's really annoying, you know, just the cheating in general idea. So a couple of ideas I've had is it'd be great, but also really, can I take here? I think I can, can't I? Can I do this? Give up my queen? I think this is going to work. Yeah, that does work. So I don't know. I mean, is there any way to... I mean, I think what they should do is, like, if you're caught cheating, there should be some centralized body between, like, the different chess sites. So you have, like, Lee Chess, chess.com, well, chess24. And, you know, you've got to... When you start an account, you've got to give your details, right? And, like, at least your email address. And that email address is flagged up as a cheat if you get caught, and then it's sent on over to the other sites, and it's banned for, like, let's say, I don't know, 2 years from all sites of playing, at least 2 years, maybe 5 years, something like that. I mean, I know that's not perfect, because I know there's probably ways around that, but something like that, cheating in using like a computer when you're playing blitz chess. And this happens a lot more. It happens a lot more online, and it happens in nearly every tournament I played in, you know. So, you know, thanks for the game there, Joe. Did I just play you there? Thank you for the game. But it really okay. I'm playing this guy again, so let's see if we can get some revenge. Now he's actually in first place, so we'll see if we can do better than we did last time. And one thing I noticed about him, he's very quick. So I'm going to concentrate here. Could be a big game, as in, you know, should I have gone pawn there? I don't know, maybe. I don't know which way I'm castling here. Okay, fuck it. Probably not the best way to castle, but, you know. Okay, I'm going to go here, because I want to really attack this guy. And this move doesn't seem to do much. I'm just going to improve my king. Let's put a little bit of pressure there. I'm kind of hoping he will take my bishop, because I'll get this h file to hack along. And I think I can bring my other knight in next move. Increase the pressure a little bit on his position. And these two moves seem quite peculiar to me. They don't really seem to help him. But I've only got a minute 15. And this is my... why do I do that? Because now he brings his bishop out. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay, so now I can go here. He should have gone bishop b7, which he might still be able to play. Now, what is happening after this one? Now, it feels like his king is so weak, but I have to give up a piece for this. So I don't know. Not totally sure about the way I've done this. I have to bring the queen over, try to get it in to the attack, but he has got one defensive move here. I've got g4, maybe, against his only defensive move I can see. Maybe he's got another defensive move, but something like king here, queen h5, and this is the only defensive move. He's found the only defensive move. And I could always take his rook, but I want to keep attacking him. And taking the rook is kind of like give up on the attack. Now this move, followed by rook takes here, looks dangerous, but I can't see the mate. My king can come to b3. But we'll find out. This is scary, certainly. And I can go queen f3 there to stop his rook coming in. But I'm definitely a bit scared here. So, I mean, if my king comes here, it looks kind of safe to me. Maybe he's got e5. And some, but then, okay, then I can take it. Should be okay. So, you know, again, I'm defensive, but at least I only have to play, well, I have to play only moves here. So this check, king here. It looked like my attack should have been a lot stronger than this. So he's found the best move again. And I've just got to try and stop his rook coming over here. But if he goes here, I can go here. This move. And why did he take so long playing this move? This is what I'm wondering. It's very weird. This was a very obvious move. And I'm just wondering why he took so long on that move. It's surprising, you know. Surprising. Okay. Well, I'm losing again. And this guy seems to be the only guy who is doing well against me. Everyone else is struggling. And now why is he not playing mate in 1 quickly? Okay, don't know. Have to check that guy's account. I'm gonna say it now. It seems very strange to me that some of his moves there, but well, maybe it's just because I'm bitter and lost twice. It's probably more like it. That could be it. But of course, we will have a look anyway. So how long we got left? An hour and 10. I'm having a little bit of a slump here, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye. We still got time to win the tournament, so we'll have to get more. We have to get a little roll going again. So okay, getting some. Well, we will check if he's cheating. Aldo, who's very good at finding cheats online, and I'm not thinking now because I'm on tilt. I'm thinking about that last game, and I'm like, that's quite kind of annoying me because not many people I know, unless they're like 2800 plus, could play like that. And I play, you know, especially in a sharp position. Some of the moves he played is like, bloody hell. He's either like a genius, which is obviously possible, or he's cheating. That's all I'm going to say. But we will have to look it up. And if it is a new account, shouldn't really let new accounts play. That's a new rule we have to come in. But it's so bad. So like, for example, let's say that guy is cheating, and we don't know yet for sure. But let's say that was the case. Then, you know, we should, you know, what I think the site should do is have access to their emails, you know, the email address and some of their personal details, and literally they should just spread it around and make sure that he's banned for an indefinite time. Because the problem with chess could be so great online, right? It could be so great online, as in if you have money tournaments online, it's perfect for it in a lot of ways. It's absolutely perfect to have money tournaments, chess tournaments online. It's set for the cheating and just for the development of chess as like a sport online. If the cheating wasn't there, it would be fantastic. You could have different tournaments for different grade boundaries. You could have loads of good stuff. So it really pisses me off so much when it's found out that someone is cheating, just in general. Anyway, let's try to get back. So I'm back in this game. I have a lot of pawns for the piece. That piece I just dropped. And I've got a simple plan, I guess, of trying to queen this guy. So we're going to put him up the board. Makes a lot of sense. 25 seconds. It's getting a little bit close to call. This one, don't play. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? What am I thinking? Why am I thinking, man? Why am I thinking? Why am I thinking in these positions? And why didn't I take there? Well, let's do it now. Now, okay. Now he's really. What is this position? I just don't want to get back ranked here, so I'm going to give my king a little cheeky escape square here. Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure I had that one covered. So okay, so we're back into second place. So let's see. How do you report cheaters? I think you can. I think there's a button on Gchess where you can literally report them on Gchess somehow, but I haven't done it very often. I have to say on chess.com, when I was working for them, and I'm sure it's very good on Gchess as well, but on chess.com it was really good. Like I faced a fair few cheaters in quite a lot of tournaments I played in, and I would report them personally, and they nearly always, if I had like an indication that someone was cheating, nearly always it was right. And chess.com did ban cheaters very quickly, and I guess it's the same on Gchess. You report someone who you think might be cheating, and they just check out their games, and they got a lot of very clever ways they can check out if someone's cheating nowadays. You know, it's pretty advanced stuff. So anyway, Quicksilver's one of the higher rated players. He's done a very dubious pawn sacrifice and my position should be good here. But I'm just trying to think how I progress it. This is maybe a little bit too quick. Maybe I should have got my king out the way first. Okay, but now this pawn is, I don't know, is that a pre? Oh, I can't calculate anything. I'm just going to move my king to get out the way of this. And I think I will have to take this one. It does mean the queen's come off the board though, which kind of don't really want, but I have got the extra piece, so I shouldn't be unhappy here about the queens coming off. My pieces also seem quite nicely positioned. There goes another one, and I can just aim to make more exchanges and get to the ending here. Okay, oh, a little bit of a stutter there from me. Not sure if this plan is the correct plan that I'm doing. Okay, he's now, oh, don't swap that one off. Obviously falling straight into a knight check. And now have I, why didn't, okay, well I could have done knight f5 last move, which would have been winning. This move is winning here anyway. Okay, so we're still in second place because this guy, well, he did just lose a game, so he is losing the odd game as well. Well, it looks like we have Gamble Box in the chat. So Gamble Box, are you a real player? And what is your elo? What is your elo in real life? I mean, I you know, to be entirely honest, I'm a bad loser. And the easiest thing to do when you lose a game is to accuse the opponent of cheating. And when you lose 2 games, it's also easy to get angry and do that. So it could just be my fault for being a bit of a bastard and accusing my opponent of cheating when they're actually not cheating at all. But I don't know. He did play extremely well in a couple of those games. So it'll be interesting. If he's in the chat, it would just be interesting to hear what his elo rating is as well. But anyway, I'm going to get that out of my mind now because we've still got a tournament to win. So let's see if we can do it. Okay, I keep forgetting that I'm doing this this guillotine shit, and like not having a chance to drink my cider. More importantly, you know, let's forget about cheese. More important is my side. Oh, hello. I nearly felt hook, line and sinker into losing my queen there. Time to wake up, sir. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. All right, what's next then? What's next? Well, I've gambited a pawn, which is obviously a way of saying I've lost the pawn. And I was wondering about this move he played, and I felt I should be okay because I've also got a little bit of pinnerage going on myself. He's got forkerage and I've got pinnerage, and oh, I nearly okay, my queen is defended. I saw that all along. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. And I think I should be alright here, but I might lose, might still not quite get there on the clock. So thinking that I want to just take here, and I'd love to exchange queens. Check. Yeah, okay. Now he will probably take there. Yeah, I gotcha. And then do I take there? My king, yeah. It needs some cover. I can bring this one back. Don't need to at the moment. My knight is stopping the rook coming in. I'm just going to cover my king, and maybe this move is what I'm angling for. Now that this is not check anymore, some knight move and get my rook in is what my my basic brain is thinking. So we're gonna follow my basic brain. I can only see 2-3 move tactics, even though I'm apparently a Grandmaster. I can't see more than a couple of moves, especially when I've got 23 seconds left. But I'm winning a lot of material here, and he doesn't want to exchange queens. Whoa! Let's not. What are we doing next? This one and take on f3. Yeah. So you can see 1 or 2 moves. That's as far. That's far enough for me. I don't need to think further than 1 or 2 moves. Yep. I don't think you're threatening anything here because I am pinning. And 16 seconds. Yeah. Let's see. 14. I top spent 2. Am I spending 1 second a move? Is that literally how slow I am? So he's got to last 13 moves, and I'll probably lose on time. He won't last 13 moves here. Not a hope in hell. Okay, yeah, you'll check me, won't you? I know what you're like. Yeah. Yeah, he won't last. Can't last here. He can't last any longer here. Oh, hello. Oh, bloody hell. He's got loads of checks. Bastard. He's got loads of checks. Oof. Oh. Oof. Oh, is David Howell is playing, is he now? Oh, that's very nice of him. The legend which is David Howell. David Howell is in 12th place. See, this is very kind of David Howell, who is one of the best blitz players I know in the world, actually, when he's on form. I mean, I was hearing a story. He's managed to have some good results against Magnus and blitz. But it's very kind of David Howell to start the tournament so late to give us all a chance. Give us all a chance. He's a 2700 player. So where is Dave? Let's have a look at the list. There is the man. 3012. I mean, that is divin gravy. Now, I have to say, if Gamblebox beats David Howell, that's it. Anyone who beats David Howell is basically a cheat. You can beat me, you're not a cheat. It's Gamblebox in the chat. Is it June Bugs? Is it June Bugs? I mean, I just like to hear what he thinks. I'm in first still at the moment. I like that. June Bugs. So, June, you probably just beat me fair and square. Just tell me that. Just tell me you didn't cheat, and we'll do it. Oh, look at that! You're buttering me up now, June. You're buttering me up now. Okay, well, you obviously played some good games against me. Well, it's very hard. It's very hard to be nasty to someone who butters you up, isn't it? I can't do it. I can't do it. It's probably, now I'm thinking, oh my god, now I'm feeling really guilty. Stop being bastard to Gamblebox, you guys. Yeah, you know what? You might be right. we will check it anyway, but because we do with anyone who's up there at the top. Let me concentrate in the chess. All right. Can't keep my concentration like this. Can't keep my concentration now. Right, what are we doing? We're going for checkmate. Let's do that. And he's going for checkmate. That sounds like fun to someone. I'm a little bit. Is he opening me up first? He is. What went wrong here? What went wrong? This wasn't supposed to happen. Now, I think I'm just about okay. Everything is covered, and I got one more move to open up his position. This guy's playing well as well, though. That's a great move. His queen is coming here. Clearly a cheat. Anyone who plays a good move is from now on a cheat. Okay? Anyone who plays a good move against me is clearly cheating. Cheat! I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Oh my words. And now he goes here. Okay, well we can't have a draw, so we'll stop that one. I forgot to berserk this game. And can we have some fun against his king now? Somehow my bishop's got back to this diagonal. Not sure how. And we're nibbling away at his king side. Well, pawn to be wild. Is this Simon Williams or Gatakamsky? There's only one fucking legend. That is Gatakamsky. Gatakamsky is the legend. He is the legend. I'm not legend based. I'm just a hacker and a slasher. Gatakamsky was like he basically. Let me turn some of these lights off. Getting a bit bright. He nearly he nearly became world. Well, he did pretty. He was one of the top 10 players in the world. But David Howe, I wish, as Aldo I think said in the chat, he's in 14th place now. I wish David Howe, he does all the commentary now. We both do, don't we, for the Champions Tour, which is great fun. It's a good job. But David Howe needs to play more chess. He's too good. He's too good not to play more chess, is old David. So I hope he doesn't give up chess and become a commentator full time. Now, can I resist giving up my rook? No, I can't. Even if it's bad, I can't resist it. And I'm just thinking, I've got 1, 2, 3 attackers. His pieces are on the other side of the board. Should be something happening here. Or am I just okay? Do we come in? How do we do this? Do we come? Oh, this one. Let's bring another. I know. I think he had to bring this one the other way, and now we've got a lot of attackers. This should be winning, I think. Do we now bring the rook in? There's no threats to my king. Let's try that one with the idea check, king g8, check, and then the queen comes into g7. Look at that. That's 3 moves in a row I calculated there. Doing well. So he's covered that one. Okay. And I'd love to get my queen to f6 now. That looks like a good square. Or is there something strong? Oh, this might be strong. Here. And then he's going to take... Okay, let's move the bishop out of the way. It's very slow, but I don't really want him taking my bishop. This seems like a nice piece. And now I've got an idea of bringing this one in, but I see some other ideas. Like, for example, if I can go queen here, I can threaten check, and then the queen come into g7. It's about getting the queen to this square. I get the queen to this square. So he's put all these pieces on the back rank. Now, this is very nearly a beautiful checkmate. Knight takes... covers f6, but I think if I just bring my queen in, I'm going to have a devastating rook check here. And is he trying to set up for the next game? I think he's trying to put his pieces back on the starting rank to get ready for the next game, but he hasn't set them up right. The king needs to go there, the rook goes there, the knight goes there, the bishop goes there. Now if he moves the bishop back here, I will know that he's setting up for the next game, but he's forgotten how to set the board up. So let's see. If he moves up, if he moves the rook there, then he's okay because he knows how to set the board up and he's getting ready for the next game. Perfect. If he loses on time, well, okay, he's resigned. Okay, now I've probably put Gamble Box on tilt there. Very good psychology, you know. Accuse someone of cheating, put them on tilt. Now, I'll take that back. We'll have a look at it anyway. I mean, it's nice to have him in the chat, and as he's been so nice in the chat, you know, we'll let him just. Let's move on to the topic. I should. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, Gamble Box. And now, but now I've got the psychological edge over him because Gamble Box is going to be like, oh my words, if I play my normal strength, which is amazing. If I win, then Simon's going to think I'm cheating, and he's going to be like, "Oh my words, should I lose this game? What should I do?" So the psychological, the edge is with me. Anyway, it's actually a dead symmetrical position here, but I've done this bullet thing, which I've got to stop doing. I'm not good enough to bullet, am I? So this is terrible the way I've played this, and this is just me playing badly. I think actually I was talking about the psychological edge. Basically, Gamble Box has got it on me, and he's just opened things up. This was a terrible move, and one One, I think just one very easily here. Okay, well, we'll keep trying. We'll exchange now. So we're trying to make it a little bit difficult. Maybe Gamble Box is just very underrated. I feel that is more to the point, because he played these moves very quickly, and to be honest, I played pretty appalling in this game. I think he's got the psychological edge on me. I can't play this guy. I'm just gonna have to. I can't play him. He's too dangerous. So what's the good news here? What is the good news? I've got 36 seconds. Is there any good news here? I can't see any good news here. There's nothing. There's no good news here. This guy's just got me. He's got me. He's got me. Okay. Well, I'm getting desperate now. And as he's got okay, now he's going to take here with check as well. It's just too good. It's just too good. So we don't actually maybe know his real rating. Maybe his real rating is a lot higher, but I just can't play that, mother. Drink some beer. Drink some beer. My play was appalling in that game. Pawn to be wild, that was the worst game I played. So it by a long way. So we're okay. Come on, win the tournament. Refocus and win. Okay, come on. Right. We're still up there. We're 2 points behind. Forget about losing to him 3 times in a row. Put it out of your mind. It's only 3 times. And concentrate. As long as it's not Gamble Box, you will be okay. As long as it's not Gamble Box, it's okay, Simon. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And what's this guy? What's this guy playing so quick for? Okay. I mean, it's the exchange French. I think every game I've had where I played a French, my opponents played the exchange French. What the fuck is wrong with people? I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Can't you play something else? I'm not getting angry. I am in control of my emotions. My emotions do not control me. I control my emotions. Fuck that. And he's playing very well, this guy, I have to say. Okay, but we have a little bit of space over on this area of the board. I'm just going to nibble that pawn. We have 2 bishops. I don't know if my 2 bishops are good, but my light square bishop could be good because my opponent's pawns are on what we call light squares. Funny that, isn't it? Where's that going? I don't really know what I'm doing with that one, so we'll just throw it over there. See, this is a sign of weak play. You put the knight in the middle, but you don't actually know what you're doing. You're just sort of throwing pieces around randomly, and that's when you start to get in trouble. As I'm doing here. Now don't go on tilt. Okay, so don't like what I've done here at all. Gone a pawn down, and well played to my opponent, who is playing very, very well. And I've thrown away any chances of winning this one now. This is really bad play for me, and this pawn is too quick, so I think this could be another loss now. Opposite colour bishops. Well, he's got 3 connected passed pawns, so it's probably losing. We'll see what we can do. See if we can hold it a little bit. This pawn coming. Well, he's got to be careful of this first of all. He's got to watch my pawn. So now I don't really want to give up that pawn, but on the other hand, we're playing for a draw here, and I want to get rid of his 3 connected passed pawns. And what I'm going to try and do next, which I don't know if I'm going to do, is try and blockade his pawns, which seems extremely unlikely. My bishop's on the wrong side of them. So, well played to my opponent, who is grinding me down very nicely here. Now I have managed to blockade his pawns, but I've got like no time. This might even be, no, it's not a draw. So well played there. Oh dear, what do we need? we need a new tournament. How's David getting on? Come on, David, get up there and take that guy down. David is rising fast, and I seem to be going the other way fast. Oh. Oof. Okay, right, so let's see. So have we, okay, we really got to sort it out now. So we're only 6 points behind. David is coming up. He's 10 points behind, so we just need to try and play better here, definitely. That was a very bad last game, exchange French. I'm not playing the French again. It's bloody exchange Frenches. But my opponent also, he did play very well there, so I will give him credit where it's due. The only reason I'm bulleting as well, doing this thing, I don't really like doing the thing, it's a bit too quick for me, is that I'm kind of feeling the only way I'm going to win this tournament is by getting a little roll of wins in at half the time. So it's probably the right thing to do tournament wise, but you end up losing a lot of games as well. So who am I playing? Oh Name Shiv Ya. Oh Mane. What's that? Okay, I'm trying to remember that Indian chant. It's a great. Oh Mane. Anyone help me here, or am I just going crazy? What is that sort of Tibetan chant? Oh Mane. I would put the song on, but I'd probably get done for copyright, so we won't do that. Okay, now attack is key. And what are we going to do? Well, this G pawn is the way to do it, isn't it? He's got what we call a hook. He's moved a pawn in front of his king. So we need to try and open him up based around that hook. And the way to do that is to go here. If his pawn was back on h7, it'd be much harder to open his position up. So I'm playing this one, and now he has to do something with the hook, and he's allowing me to take here, which is possible, but we do have another way to open him up if he moves the pawn here. And also I have a very nice square for my bishop on g5. So okay, so he's played this. Now let's go here, but I'm more interested in checkmating him than winning material. So I really want to play this move, but I don't want his queen coming in to defend. Actually, that was horrible. A key idea is rook here, but then the bishop is stopping my rook getting here. So I've actually, f4 was not the right way to continue with this attack. It's a strange position, this. Now, a very slow plan of putting my pawn on h7, which would be a beautiful checkmate. But my opponent has ideas, maybe, of doing some crazy stuff himself. Does that work? Takes, check here. And I don't think it does quite work. I don't think he's got. Okay, so he's got to go here, threatening checkmate, and I've got to defend that pawn. The only way to do so is my queen. And I'm still a long way from doing anything with my h pawn. I would love to checkmate with the h pawn on h7. That would be like, I was going to say a wet dream. But okay, now this one I'm allowing a check. Okay, come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. Can I get my wet dream in? Am I allowed to say that? My chess wet dream? Probably not. But it's been said. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Am I going to get mated? I don't know, but I'm risking it for my wet dream. My chess wet dream. Come on. Oh. Who needs pawn when you've got Harry? Is all I'm saying. My chess wet dream was made. Yeah, I won't do that face again, sorry. That was a one-off occasion. It's just, you know, it's just nice to get it in. Oh, that felt good though. That kind of makes me feel a little bit better there. You know, a little bit better. Okay, so this guy seems we're gonna take it a bit easier. We give this guy a little bit of respect. Let's slow it down a little bit and play a slower time limit. Just relax, deep breaths, in and out. And this is an annoying little move. I never know what to do against this. So I'm going to push on, which I wouldn't do if the pawn was on a7, because then b6 is good. And this must be some line here, because someone else has played this against me. And I'm going to try opening up in the middle with this. I don't know the theory here. I have to check. I'll have to check this line out afterwards. But a counter strike to me feels reasonably sensible in such a position. Now, if I take here, he's going to take here. So let's bring out. I've got 2 knights developed. That's all right. And I want to open up things, get my bishop out, castle, and then we can go on the complete onslaught there in the position. Now if I take with a queen, he's got bishop here, so I have to take with a knight, and he's still got bishop here, and this is going to get really complex after the knight goes here. And if I move this one, he takes here, so I'm going to move my king, and I'm wondering now what the hell I'm doing. I'm literally thinking, what on earth am I doing here? Why am I moving my king? This can't be right. Why am I doing this? The more sensible move would have been just to move the knight back, but then we're heading towards a draw, if he wants a draw, of course. So I put my king here. I thought I wanted to castle. Why did I put the king here? Don't know. Why did I do that? I'm not sure. So we're going to have to keep up a little bit of pressure. Otherwise, I say otherwise, it actually does look ridiculous. Can my king, where's my king headed? And this is a very good move for my opponent, because he's got this check, which is also something I underestimated, have to admit. But most problematic. Okay, I'm going to have to go this way with the king and pray. Let's try. I feel like my standard has somewhat dipped. This is why I'm such a bad poker player. Well, I don't know if I'm a bad poker player. I used to play a lot of poker. I really enjoy poker, but then I don't really enjoy playing it online, because you got to see the pupils. You got to see the fear in the pupils and the other people at the table. Well, just their pupils is okay. But one of the too emotional, really. So like, if something goes wrong, I'm a very emotional player, as you can tell. Sometimes it can be like riding high, and other times it's just like slump. So it's very up and down, the play. Simon, I'm not drunk. This is my first beer. It takes me more than 1 beer to get drunk. I'll let you know. Thank you very much. 1.5 beers. 1.5 beers is fine. So f6 looks like a great move for black now, just really pulling the position open. This could also be scary, but where's he going? Is he okay? We also have to think what opponent's trying to do. I think he's trying to get his queen like that. Now, can I have time? I'd love to get my bishop to this square. Should my king now go this way, maybe? This looks totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. But so does my position. Why am I... Knight here? Okay, this must be the move. Let's put the knight there. That's Oh, 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 oh. And oh my words. That was nearly checkmate. So I have to play this and obviously go the exchange down, but my opponent is very logically trying to see if there's a better move available. I mean, this is nearly checkmate, but my knight covers it, so he doesn't take that straight away, and he's now got this kind of idea. And my position is really on the edge, but he's a bit short of time, so I have to sort of play for that if I can. Okay, now I need to threaten his knight. I wasn't threatening it there because I'd lose my rook. My knight kind of stops his knight coming in. Have to take this way, not pleasant. And now if I get this move in, I'm finally like developed in a very ugly way. Do I take with the queen maybe? So I can go G. Okay, well I'm gonna have to go here. We have to play this. And this move was always going to be a good move for my opponent, opening up the position as much as possible. And now he's coming in here as well. But what can I do? What can I do? It's scary. And now he's threatening this one. So hard to defend this position. And now he's probably got E5. Everything is horrible. Well, I can take on D5 check if he does that. So he's playing. Oh no! If I do that, he's getting his bishop here. But what can I play? This is a very, very nice move. And oh shit, he's got this as well. Oh no, everything's dropping. Everything is dropping. Well played, and he got there in the end. And the only thing I can do there is resign. So good play from the guy in second place there. Something went wrong in the opening, and he kept up the attack. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to bulleting. We've got half an hour left to. Well, we're now 10 points behind the two people in first, and I see David Howlett having a little pause. Very tempted to do that myself. I said I wasn't going to play the French defence. This was a mouse slip. So we're going to play the hippo to avoid any early exchanges, and it's now gone into a system which we call the English defence. Because, as I probably mentioned many times before, some English players made this opening quite popular, and those English players, like the first ever British Grandmaster Tony Miles, who's a bit of a legend of the chess. It's amazing how much chess has changed since I started playing. And if you go back, I mean, just the internet is such a big thing. You never had chess online, you never had any of the software, you never had streaming. I remember the old British Championships where I used to go as a kid, and you had Malcolm Payne from International Master Malcolm Payne, who runs the Chess and Bridge Shop, and one of my most fun things was I would go into the commentary room. But the commentary room is so different to what it is now. You go into the commentary room and you sit in your chairs, and there's like a couple of boards there, but we're talking old school, like the ones you see in some films of the old Soviet, thing, old boards there, and you'd actually have to move the pieces. And it was one time my job, and I was at the top 4 boards in the British, and whenever they played a move, I'd write down the move, and I'd go to the commentary room, and I'd hand the do we have to sort queens? No, he's got knight here. Maybe we do. I'd hand the move to the commentary room, and then they play it on the board. And it was like, there was something very now here my dyslexia comes in. I know the word, but I can't say it. Help me out. A board boy. That was what I was. Nostalgic. I managed to say it there. Nostalgic. I don't know if it's dyslexia or actually cider. One of the two. Hello, Loz. How you doing, Loz? Hope you're doing all right. Lawrence, thank you for the. I hope I answered your email. Thank you for the kind email. If I didn't, it was very nice of you. So thank you. Yeah, it was great. It was very nostalgic, and it was a lot of fun back in the day. And you didn't have. But the beautiful thing was, in those days, the computers were crap. Imagine that. Chess computers were terrible. So it's kind of like yin and yang, right? I mean, as you can see with online chess sometimes, yin and yang. You can play chess online now, which is great, but it also allows people to use computers to cheat online. So you got the yin and yang. So it's interesting. But in those days, of course, I think the Internet Chess Club may have started. I'm not even sure about that. But you didn't really. You'd more play chess over the board. So you'd travel miles to play your friend at blitz over the board. You know, and there was no cheating. There was no computer assessments of positions. It was all instinct. You know, it was all total instinct, and it was quite, you know, different world really. And I kind of miss that really in some ways, because now of course all the tournaments are. Hang a minute, I've got to think. All tournaments. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, let's try that. Stop his king coming and taking my pawn because of this check. All tournaments, of course, now they're all computer based. Spectators. I thought I stopped that move. I should have stopped that move. You know, spectators, even if people are not very strong at chess, they can pretend to be like super grandmasters because they can just turn on the computer and find the right move immediately, which is kind of a shame, right? And I'd really recommend that you just turn off the computer. Oh, Bob, hello Bob. Hope you're doing well. Bob, you might be the same person as sometimes see on Twitter. I don't ever answer I don't ever look at messages anywhere else, but it sounds like you have quite an interesting backstory as well, Bob, from what I've seen. But yeah, ICC, Internet Chess Club, was great fun, right? That I think everyone enjoyed playing on ICC in those days. It was really interesting. You know, my username was Psycho Cowboy on Internet Chess Club, as some of you know, because as you may have guessed, I always played like a bit of a lunatic when I was playing. So yeah, and there was that story, Life in a Northern Town. That was a massive story. This was a really quite fun story to recite. Nigel Short, one of the strongest players, in the world at the time. He played Garry Kasparov in '93 in the World Championships. I went and saw that with my dad, and I remember I went and saw the only day that Nigel won. But Nigel was very highly rated, as you would imagine, on Internet Chess Club. But he started playing this one guy, and this was later in the development of the Internet Chess Club. So it was, you know, I don't know, after whatever years it's been going on for. And Nigel was playing. This guy challenged him, very high rated. And this guy basically in every game started with f3 and king f2. Yeah, f3 and king f2. So it wasn't just this nonsense, the bomb cloud, which they do now. It was even worse, f3 and king f2. And I think sometimes he even went f3, king f2, king g3. So he even did this. And it was like, and Nigel was like, well, you know, this guy, the only person who can beat me like this must be special. And it was an anonymous account, so people are like, who is this? You know, who is this? Of course, Bobby Fischer was alive at the time, so Nigel thought the only person who could beat me, it must be Bobby Fischer. So then this rumor went around that Bobby Fischer, who probably played online under an anonymous account, I wouldn't be surprised did. Let's sack some pieces, open up his king, why not? And this rumor went around that it's Bobby Fischer, the legend, is playing, and it was it's a massive rumor. It was maybe when he played his let me just think here. Do we do this? And yeah, we want to get this one in the game. But I've just realised he's winning my queen. So hang on a minute. We want to. It feels like there might be something beautiful here. So yeah, so Nigel thought this was Bobby Fischer who's playing him. Okay, hang on a minute. So takes, wins my queen. Okay, yeah, check. I think I can do. Can I do this? Can I do this? Or am I going to lose my queen? So bishop here, winning my queen. Pawn here, check. If his king goes backwards, the rook comes in there, checkmate. If here, check, bishop here, we take here, check. and it's the same concept. So maybe this does work. It looks like it works to me. So yeah, so this went around for ages, and this guy just kept beating Nigel by moving his king up in the first moves. But I think it turned out that actually this was one of the first cases of someone cheating with a computer, and so this was basically the start of the end, right? Someone was using a computer and cheating, and that lovely story, yeah, it doesn't sound so brilliant anymore, does it? So yeah, okay, right, hang on a minute. Again, I'm trying to find checkmate here when I should just be putting the ball in the back of the net, right? I mean, I'm trying to do some flashy stuff. Let's just take this one, shall we? What do we take? Well, let's take with a queen, because I might want this rook coming over here, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, a bit less romantic, right? You know, you think it's Bobby Fischer, and it was a lovely idea. What a beautiful idea that it was actually Bobby Fischer was playing and doing this. I mean, I can take the queens off, and oh no, hang on a minute, I thought I had more material in this. Where's all my pieces gone? I thought I had more. This is what happens in my games sometimes. I sack a load of pieces, then I realise, hang on a minute, I haven't got any pieces left. Where have they gone? Okay. So this is actually a bit of a fight, this game. Okay, well I think this move now wins, because we have this little check, a little distraction technique. Tactics, and tactics, my friend. I had some friends in Iceland who met Bobby Fischer a couple of times in Iceland. Could have gone there and won his rook. That would have been even stronger. But obviously by the time he got to Iceland, it does seem to indicate that, well, those were the years where he went a little bit mental, right? Chess destroyed his mind. Ron Jens, I don't know if that's how you say your name, but Ron Jens, thank you very much. Oh, this guy's bulleting. Well, I better bullet as well, right? Ron Jens, thank you very. Oh, this guy's quick. Thank you very much for the raid. I am trying to play an online tournament very slowly and very badly, and the one guy at the top, Mr. Gamblebox, is my enemy. He destroys me game after game. Without Mr. Bloody Gamblebox, I would probably be world champion of League Chess by now. That's what am I talking about? I don't know. So he can't take here. I'm just trying to checkmate him again. Why not? Let's bring it in. And now let's do the double rook swinger. How many times do you get a chance to double swing it? You know, let's double swing it. Don't sing though, Simon. No one wants to hear you sing. No one wants that. No one wants to hear your voice. Just remember that, Simon. This guy's quick, isn't he? I forgot that. I shouldn't really be. Why am I still bulleting or whatever this is called? This is an annoying move. This is the kind of move which you. Okay, I have to take that one. There's no choice there. Very good move from my opponent there. And my rook doesn't have any good squares. Can I do this stupid looking move? No, I don't think so. What am I doing here? I need to find a move. I can't find a move. I'm too slow. This one? Okay, this one. I'm far too slow. He's played well. The guy has played well. And he's threatening checkmate. I'm too slow. Where's my attack? I thought I had an attack. Where is my attack? I can't see it. Oh, don't swap the queens off. Is this an attacking aggressive? Oh no, he's winning material as well. He's played well, this guy. Okay, we've got one trick. Will he fall for it? He doesn't. He's too good for fall for my. Okay, we're gonna play it anyway. A last ditch. Oh, and he has. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what? You can do that as well. You're too good. This guy's too good. And too good and too much up on material is the question. Yeah, well played. So it's hard work this. So I'm kind of okay for the first half an hour, but after that it just gets insanely difficult. So this guy has completely dominated the tournament, Gamblebox. and we will check all of his games. Unfortunately, I don't think we can find out who he is. I know he's been in the chat. He's either played amazing chess, or you know, or he could be like some suit. He's obviously like very strong player, but we'll check it out. Anyway, well done to him so far. It looks like he's going to take the tournament down. I'll be happy to get into the top 3, but the guy I just lost to, he also had a terrible run there, didn't he? But he's biting at my heels. 20 minutes to go. Can I get second place? I think first place is well out of my reach now. What's Gchess? Well, if you want to have a look at Gchess, this is one of the ideas of the tournament. It's kind of like run by Gchess. You can win stuff to do with Gchess, and you just go and click on the site, gchess.com. There's a lot of stuff there for free. Oh, here we go again, gamble box. Well, I'm going to try and play well here. Let me concentrate. But I think you're right, Bob. In future, there should be a restriction where players who want to play in this tournament have to play at least 50 games, because otherwise it's like opens us up for cheating. That's a mistake on our part. Now again, I'm just blundering against this guy. It's so frustrating. He could have taken there, but he's doing a similar setup to what he did before. Let's see if I can at least not play anything stupid. Now that's a very peculiar move, that bishop there again as well. Strange move, but maybe a good move. So he's trying to take here, of course. So how do we come back? This looks very peculiar. Okay, well, he's played this without thinking, so obviously a blunder on his part. And this is also a very peculiar move, just bad positional move. So I'm just trying to play moves which are just decent and not blunder anything in this one. A little tactical shot over there. Okay, I need to defend that. And of course, he's trying to open up the middle of the board tactically. And he's getting some dangerous ideas here, even though he's exchanged down. He's keeping some pressure on. I kind of don't like my position, but the problem is when you've lost to someone a couple of times, you lose a lot of your energy and you start playing below your strength, which is certainly something I feel like I'm doing in this game. Not playing the strength I would like to be playing. I don't know, can I take here and take back here? I can try it, I suppose. Let's see. Am I threatening to take the knight, go bishop c5, get some ending? Maybe. So he wants to grab this one, clearly. Let's have some idea of moving my rook at some point. But now my queen comes into the game, I have a number of ideas here. And sort of tactically, it seems like his position should be quite dubious here. Okay, now I don't know if this is the best move, but it develops a piece and it guards against the threat. And if I just take his bishop now, what's his plan? Oh, of course he has some amazing tactical idea here of checkmate on the back, which I completely missed again. And that could be the end again. Because there's no good way to do this unless I give up my queen, but giving up my queen is just going to lead to disaster. So I kind of took that one a little bit quickly in a position that should be okay. I mean, there's no escape here. This one, well, it's my only move, but it's not going to survive. And he's amazing. He only spent 20 seconds getting to this position, meaning that I expect his proposed strength in real life, if you were going to compare him to Magnus Carlsen, is maybe similar-ish. At least 2700 Grandmaster strength. And, you know, he took a little bit of time playing this tactic, which surprises me somewhat. I would have thought playing this reasonably hard to see tactic would be something he would see instantaneous, but he took his time playing it. So he wins with 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Gamblebox, are you in the chat? Gamblebox, and I like the way he threw some moves in there instantaneously, just in case. Yes, hello. So what's your elo in real life? June Bugs. What is your elo in real life? Yeah. What's your elo in real life? June Bugs. June Bugs in the chat is Gamblebox. So what's your elo in real life? Obviously you've played in tournaments if you're playing this strength. So you will have an elo rating. So I'm saying it's at least 2500. So what is your rating in real life? Hello? Hello, Gamblebox, are you there? Are you there, Gamblebox? You just answered me. I mainly play in chess.com. My elo is around 2760. I've never played in real life tournaments. I'm unrated. You've only played online. Okay. And what's your handle on chess.com then? What is your handle on chess.com? You watch my Grand Prix lessons. Well, my lessons must be bloody good if you're this strong. I think. What's your handle on chess.com? What's your name on? It's Fisher. Yeah, Bobby Fischer, back from the grave. He's back. He's back. Do you think you'll be keeping your handle on Lead Chess a lot longer, Gamblebox? Do you think? Do you think Gamblebox name will remain on Lead Chess for a long time to come? I've been asked to post it, but I'm afraid everyone in the chat will report me. I wasn't expecting to be accused of cheating like this. I talk in this stream often. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. The fact that you talk in the stream means you wouldn't cheat. You know, just as a concept, I think they're two different things. The last time someone cheated, actually, he was chatting in the stream. Not saying you are, not mutually exclusive, but I'm amazed that you're so strong without playing only playing online. How did you learn? How did you learn? Now, I'm just interested to know, because whatever you've done to learn online, I want a piece of it. I want a piece of it, because bloody hell, whatever you've done to get so good online, is it my Chessable courses or my GingerGM courses? What is it? What is it, Gamblebox? I play the Collie Zucator every time. That's all I've ever played. But how did you become so good? I really want to know, because I want to do a course on this. GingerGM videos, because it's quite impressive that you've never played over the board, but you've become so strong. So how did you learn? Tell me how you learn. How did you learn? How did you learn, Gamblebox? I'm really interested. You can play your game, by the way. It's okay. You've probably won the tournament. It's fine. But I really would like to know. No, seriously, I would. I mean, because obviously, also, how long have you been playing? How long have you been playing? I'd be interested. How many years have you been playing? And don't say 2 years. Don't say 2 years, because if it's 2 years, really want to know how you got so good. Really want to know. No, I'm just interested in how long you've been playing and how you got so good. Hello, David Howell. This is David Howell in the chat, who is my very good friend. And if you don't know who David Howell is at all, then well, Shame on you. Yeah, no, thank you for playing just a little bit of the tournament, David. It was amazing. And David, you're basically saying that Gamblebox is a cheat. And David's, yeah, okay. I just want to hear what Gamblebox has got to say though. I'm still playing chess as well. But yeah, thanks for playing even for a little bit, David. It was most appreciated. I've been playing for a long time. Since I was a child, I play onlinechess.com for fun. I watched the Collie Zukertort study a long time ago when I was 12 or 13 and have been trying to master it ever since. I'm going to say, just the way you are talking, that's just weird. As in, you've watched one DVD on one opening and you're crushing everyone. I mean, Jesus Christ. Would not play as good chess as you. I mean, even after Resurrection. I mean, God. I mean, like, you know, I mean, watching one DVD as a child and then playing as well as you are either like the most talented, amazing individual that the chess world has ever seen, or you're a cheat. And that's just it. So it's unbelievable. But I don't know. We'll have to check it. But I do trust some people in the chat who've probably looked at your games, and it's a real shame. Zibbit, hello Zibbit, how you doing? How you doing, Zibbit? Are you alright? Good to see you. How is Iceland, my friend? How is Iceland? And yeah, what? By the way, Gamblebox, what Collie Zukertort DVD was it? Because obviously, this Collie Zukertort DVD is something that everyone really wants now. This Collie Zukertort DVD, it was a YouTube video. I didn't just watch one video. Come on. I think you're now basically admitting to cheating, aren't you? I mean, you may feel quite good and clever, but literally anyone who cheats is just a complete and utter arsehole. As simple as that. So, oh God. Anyway, we'll make sure this doesn't happen again. I think in future what we'll do, we'll make sure that people have a minimum of 50 games online before they can play in the tournament, because it's disappointing. But let's see if we can But anyway, I'd like to know, or still, what the Collie Zukertort video was on YouTube, because you know, it still must be a bloody good one. So Zibbit is saying, Iceland is great. Sun is starting to show up. Was fun to meet up in Iceland. Look forward to the next liqueur lamb. That was amazing food. I'm not playing very well now. I've kind of lost it after losing many times to a cheat. That's always the way. Yeah, me and Zibbit, who has his own YouTube channel, we went to this tapas place in Reykjavik, and oh my God, they had this dish. And it was liqueur lamb, and lamb is like one of the national dishes of Iceland, and it was the most amazing dish I've ever had. It was absolutely absolutely amazing. Anyway, I hope to see you again soon, Zibbit. It was really good seeing you over there. Yeah. Right. I'm not even going to follow the chat. Let's try to finish the tournament high, because we've got 6 minutes left, and I'm getting crushed by the guy in second place here. He's playing well. He's taking his time, playing good moves. I might have a look at some of my games on Gchess later on. We'll have a little look at gchess.com, but I think I'm really struggling here. This is a good move for my opponent, opening the bishop. I will take that pawn. I can't think of anything better to do here, but my position is really in tatters. He could even sacrifice this back, open up my king position, and do it like this. But this is also good. He's got ideas of coming down here, so I'm going to cover this square. We do get, because I'm not doing the, what's it called, the extra time thing, we do get a little bit, 1 second added on per move, but this is a very nice move. I don't want to lose this pawn, but swapping the queens off is bad. He has got the extra exchange. Very bad position anyway. I'm not following the chat anymore because it's just depressing me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, well, the only thing I will say, the final thing I will say is you said that you've learnt your chess from watching one video on YouTube. And I think that is just enough evidence for me to say bollocks. It's a lovely word, isn't it, that one? It's a bit of a rude word, but it is a lovely word. Because no one, I mean, okay, I'll resign this one. No one can get that good from watching not even a DVD, one YouTube video on one opening, unless you are literally a genius and you've never played over the board chess. I asked you how you got better and you're just coming up with absolute crap. It's unbelievable. I've just asked, how long have you been playing chess? How have you learnt? You know, what have you looked at? You know, don't get carried away. Okay, so this will be the last game, and we're both bullet this one. I'm playing the guy in third place. I won't be able to get third anymore, but we can hopefully have a fun game here. This guy's strong. Let's try to finish with a King's Gambit. Bishop c4. Bronstein said that this is the way to play for the win in the King's Gambit, whilst the other way, knight f3, is a draw. I don't know what the truth is in that. And got to play aggressively because it's a King's Gambit. So let's try to open up the centre of the board. Interesting position. I'm hoping this will cause my opponent some problems now that his queen can't defend c7 anymore. If he moves the knight here, we whip the knight off. In some situations we've got this check as well. Okay, so my opponent is simply, I think he's doing the best thing, and he's giving that up. Now I'd love to get some move like this in, but it simply doesn't work. So I'm actually going to flick. Well, maybe this is a good move, right? Attack that bishop. I could take the rook, but I'm not going to rush capturing that one. But the big threat here is to take the bishop with check. So my opponent's done this, but that is rather unfortunate for him because we got a little 14 move checkmate there, which doesn't happen often, does it? So we might be able to get one more cheeky game in, and we'll have to do the bullet thing here. And let's go for the hippopotamus again. I'm giving up on the French defense because too many people play the exchange French. I've kind of given away my secret now of what I hate playing against when I play the French. In actual fact, in classical games, I don't mind playing against the exchange French. It happens quite often. The way my opponents played this, if you want a really good way to play against my setup here, this is a great option. Use the f-pawn to basically disturb me. This f-pawn, as he's doing, could be a very good attacking piece. And I kind of feel like I'm lacking a bit of counterplay here. So I'm going to move my knight, I'm making way for my knight to sort of travel over to the king side here. And put it on that square. But we've got 1 minute 53 to finish this game, which doesn't seem like a lot. But I had this tactic covered, and I think he was a little bit premature in opening up the centre of the board now, as now the bishop is on pre. And with the knight coming to g4, my opponent's position is really starting to crumble. Look at my pieces. My bishops have come to life. My knights have come to life. My rook is well placed. And look at that. And my other rook can come in here. Okay, so, well, we'll take that one. We're not worried about that. And now maybe this knight comes in because I want to open up the rook. And we're threatening a knight check there. So it's a bit disastrous. But I've only got 1 minute 10 seconds to win before the timer is out. There's also a check, a bishop takes here, knight to e3 check, winning the queen. Oh, let's put that one there straight away. That's what you call a big fork, a daddy-o fork. Forking everything. I said forking everything in the position. And all right, so that's probably a good move. It's a good move from opponent. No probably about it. He's attacking my queen. I really want to. Okay, let's do this. Just because it's quite a funky position, as I'm now threatening knight there. Double check, checkmate. You should get double points to that. And I don't think we're going to finish this game. It will not count for points in 20 seconds, 16 seconds. So I think it's completely winning, but he can just wait there and it won't make any difference. And I don't think there's any way he can stop my knight going to that square, winning the game. So anyway, it's still a nice game, but it won't count for the tournament at all. And the tournament is now over. We'll have a look at the prizes in a minute and see how the prizes have gone. It looks like I came fourth, so well done to the prize winners in second and third. You see what I did there? I just don't believe that Gamblebox wasn't cheating. I'm going to say it now, just because of some of the things he said, but we will check it with our algorithms later on to be doubly sure. Unfortunate. And in future we'll make sure that everyone has to have played 50 games before it. Thanks, Bob. Were you playing, Bob, at all in the tournament? Hopefully you managed to get a game or two in. Thank you for playing, and also thank you everyone else who's played, who's come along. It has been. We're gonna try to do it more often anyway. We're trying to keep this tournament going, but I think one thing we kind of learned today is that we wanted to introduce money prizes for the next one, but we just can't do that until we sort out the cheating. No money will be given until we've checked everyone's games anyway. If there was money on the line, Aldo, I mean, it'd be even worse. I'll be even more annoyed. Well, hopefully you enjoyed your games, Bob, anyway. Let's have a look at the scores, shall we? On the doors, and just see how everyone got on. So, I'll just look at this. It's been fun anyway. I've enjoyed playing. It's always good to have a game of Blitz, and we will do this more often. But let's have a look how the competition has done and who's done what. So here is the final results. So an amazing result by Gamblebox, who in his life has only done no training. He's played no games. He's only played online. He's never played over a real board. He's only learnt his chess from one YouTube video on the collie. That YouTube video on the collie he watched is the secret answer to life's eternal question: how to improve at chess and become 27,2800 with minimum work, just by watching one YouTube video. It's called the Holy Grail of YouTube videos, secretly hidden away in some dark place on the internet. This one video, by watching for 10 minutes, will make you destroy, defeat Grandmaster after Grandmaster, play beautiful tactics 20 moves deep, play unbelievable moves, artificial looking but brilliant in their depth. This one video that Gamblebox watched on the collie, this illustrious collie opening, the YouTube opening, this hidden video, the Holy Grail that we all want. If we find it, we will all play like Magnus Carlsen. It's out there somewhere. We've just got to track it down. So Gamblebox, the genius who has watched the one video, never played anything else. Brilliant. Well done to SLP04, and I wouldn't be surprised if you take first place after retrospection. Kit E Na, well done sir, on third, and well, I managed to get fourth place there. I went a little bit on tilt. I've got to stop doing that. And well done to everyone else. Slow Drunken Knight, I think that's Chris Duncan, a good friend of mine, who, yeah, very nice guy. Let's see how everyone else got on. David Howe won all of his games. Great to have David Howe playing, even if it was just for a little bit. Legend. Hopefully he can play more in the future. And Blair played a certain amount of games. I hope, Blair, you had a good time. Now, before we do log off, the whole point of this tournament, and something I will mention, is if you want to support me and what I do, you know, I've got a lot of DVDs you can buy and stuff like that, but the main thing I've been concentrating on recently is Gchess.com. So we're just going to load that up, and all I'd say is, guys, just go and give it a go and just log it on. It's just Gchess.com. Gchess.com. By the way, do go and check out Zibit's channel anyway. I know he's saying the video is on his channel, but do go and check it out, because he's got an amazingly underrated YouTube channel, and he's a bloody nice guy. And yeah, Aldo says he knows better to waste his time playing cheaters. Yeah, I mean, they're just the scum of the earth, aren't they? But this is Gchess.com. Now, some of the things you can do for free, it's basically, we're trying to make it the Google of chess. Put a position on the board. Let me do it. Let's say we put this on. Let's put the collie on the board. I don't know why I'm putting the collie on the board. Let's see if the YouTube video comes up. Oh my words, maybe this famous YouTube video, maybe we can find it. This YouTube video that made the man become the player he is now. Let's see if we can find it. So what Gchess does, it basically references a position on the board with multiple different resources. So you've got YouTube videos here, and this is the collie. Now, one of these videos up here, it will basically find a position on the board in the YouTube. Could it be Daniel Naroditsky's video? Let's have a look. Could this be the video? And you can see, just before I carry on, that the position in the video, yeah, the board's the other way around, is exactly the same position on the board. So it's an intelligence YouTube search, which is one thing it does. Maybe that was the video. I'm going to have to watch that at least 20 times just to see if I can become as good as Gamblebox. But it also references loads of other great information, like New in Chess, which is an awesome, basically it's been going for like 50 years, Grandmaster writing, chess publishing. You can even do reports on your own games, so you can analyze your own games. It does loads and loads of things. Just go and give it a go. If you want to upgrade, because obviously to keep things going we do ask for subscription, but you get loads of stuff for free if you don't want to subscribe, so don't worry about that. But if you do want to pay $9.99 a month, it might sound like a lot, but you get real access to lots of resources that will make you a better player. You can go and have a browse, see what you think. One thing I would say before I go, try out the reports thing here. This thing, follow the mouse, look at it, it's over here. If you go on, try this reports thing out. This is the best thing ever, because what you do, you go to new report, and well, I have to put my name in there. I'm not going to bother doing it now. You go to new report, and you can get a report on your blitz games, and you can find out where you went wrong and where you went right. So go and try out the reports thing. That's the only thing I'm gonna try. Let's have a look. Can I get it to work? New report. A minimum of 5 games has to be played since the last report to create a new one. You have played 3. What's going on, Bjorn? Do I have to refresh? What's going on? Yay, Bjorn, you're the programmer. Sort it out. Sort it out, Bjorn. Sort it out, mate. Okay, here we go. Here's our report. This is that report? What day is it today? I don't even know what. Okay, it's probably up here, isn't it? No, let's do it. New report. You have played 8 games since your last report, and all you do, you put your name in, you create a report. I'll show you what the report does. Okay, it does a little bit of thing here. I'll just show you one of the old reports. Let's go to this one. This is what a report looks like. It will go through all of your games, and it will find out moves in the opening which you didn't do right, and it will give you access to lots of resources where you could have played a better move. So go and have a look. So for example, this position I didn't play the best move. It will show you the best move. So it's a very easy way to improve your chess in general. Anyway, that's enough of me chatting. I've had enough now. I'm gonna give someone a raid. All I will ask you, if you want to support, do give Gchess a little try, and if you really want to support me, do subscribe to the channel for the work that I do. Who are we going to raid, by the way? Who are we going to raid? Who should we go and give a raid to? It's always nice to give someone a raid. Who's on that we like? Gamblebox, do you have your own? Do you have your own Twitch channel? Do you? I'll raid you, Gamblebox, if you have your own Twitch channel. Do you have a Twitch channel, Gamblebox? Just wondering. Okay, so I think we will raid now. Okay, well my friend Fiona's on, so let's give Fiona a raid, shall we? Thank you all for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and I really hope that you just give this site a go and look at subscribing. You can cancel the subscription at any moment, but it should improve your chess, and you might find it a fun way to learn. Yay Bjorn, don't even say that. David Howe, everyone else, it just seems very dodgy. We can have a chat afterwards. Obviously there's some dodgy games, but in general the answer is yes, he was cheating in my eyes. Could be wrong, but that's what I think. I'm going to have more of these now. Cheers everyone, goodbye.